Hi everyone, this is Group 17. Members of Group 17 have Wally, Abby Chan, Elisa Stephanie, Muhammad Ismail, and Lee Liu Jie. Today, we will present the topic about movie industry in Malaysia. So, let's start with the introduction of movie industry in Malaysia.
The movie industry in Malaysia, also known as Malaysian cinema, has experienced notable growth and development in recent years. All aspects of the film industry inside the country are included. The cinema of Malaysia represents the country's rich cultural diversity, with films made in a wide variety of languages and featuring a wide range of ethnic groups and artistic styles.
Now I'll talk about how was movie industry in Malaysia in 1990 to 2020. Malaysia's movie industry has a long history beginning in the 1990s. The movie industry in Malaysia in the 1990s was still in its early stage and was a period of transformation, challenges, and potential. A need for more funding, expertise, and infrastructure characterized the movie industry in Malaysia. The main aspects of the movie industry in that decade are decline of production, lack of government support, and competition from foreign films. Okay, first, decline of production due to various factors such as lack of funding, skilled personnel, creativity, innovations, and professionalism. The lack of viewership has deterred many businesses from investing. Why lack of government support the movie industry in Malaysia in 1990? Because the government did not have a clear vision and policy for the development of the film industry. Next, competition from foreign films, especially movies from Hollywood and other Asian countries such as China and Korea. The movie industry in Malaysia in 2000 was still developing and producing mostly Malay language films. The Malaysian movie industry has undergone some significant changes because of the government introduced policies and incentives to support local filmmakers, which increased the number of local productions. The notable films released in 2000 were Lieutenant Annan, a historical war film based on a true story. In 2010, the Malaysian movie industry has seen substantial growth. The government's policies and incentives had resulted in more funding and resources being allocated to the industry. The introduction of digital technology had also made it easier and cheaper to produce and distribute films. The movie industry was becoming more diverse, with new genres and styles being explored, and there was an increase in the number of local filmmakers and actors making their mark. One example of film Malaysia in 2010 is Makika. In 2020, the movie industry had maintained its upward trend with more regional productions being created and more skilled performers and filmmakers emerging. But the COVID-19 pandemic has significantly impacted the movie industry worldwide, including in Malaysia. The pandemic has accelerated the ongoing transformation in the movie production, distribution, and consumption that was already well underway.
I will talk about the comparative analysis of how movie industry was used in Malaysia in 1990s, in 2000, 2010, and 2020. The first one is film production and distribution. And in the 1990s, the Malaysian movie industry experienced the emergence of independent filmmakers and production companies. Distribution of films was mainly through traditional channels such as theaters, VHS tapes, and local television networks. The 2000 witnessed a notable expansion in film production and distribution. The rise of digital technology and the availability of affordable equipment enable more filmmakers to produce their works independently. Second is box office success and global recognition. During the 1990s, local films struggled to compete with international releases. The dominance of Hollywood production limited the success of Malaysian movies at the box office. However, a few films managed to gain recognition, such as Puteri Gunung Ledang, which became Malaysia's first big-budget, internationally distributed film. The 2000s local film gaining popularity and achieving box office success, such as Pisau Cukur, KL Gangster, broke box office records and demonstrated the potential of local content. The third one is technological advancement. In the 1990s, the movie industry in Malaysia primarily depended on traditional analog technologies. Filmmaking equipment was expensive, limiting the capabilities of independent filmmakers. The 2000 witnessed a technological revolution, transforming the filmmaking landscape in Malaysia. Digital cameras and computer-generated imagery (CGI) become more accessible, allowing filmmakers to experiment with visual effects and enhance storytelling. The last one is content and themes. In the 1990s, Malaysian film often revolved around cultural and social issues. They portray a multicultural society, family values, and religious diversity of Malaysia. Malay language film dominated the industry, catering primarily to the local audience. The 2000s saw an expansion in the themes and genres explored in Malaysian cinema. Filmmakers began to experiment with different genres such as horror, action, and romantic comedies, appealing to a wide range of viewers. This is the comparative analysis of 2010 and 2020. The first one is technological advancement. In 2010, the movie industry in Malaysia was characterized by traditional filmmaking techniques and distribution methods. The majority of movie was shot on silver films, and theaters primarily screen movie in the traditional 2D format. However, by the 2020, the industry had witnessed significant technological advancement. Digital filmmaking became the norm, allowing for easier production, editing, and distribution. Secondly, is box office performance. In the Malaysian movie industry, experienced moderated success at the box office. Malay language films dominated the industry, catering to the preferences of the majority Malay-speaking population. However, by 2020, the box office landscape had transformed dramatically. Hollywood blockbusters and international films gained immense popularity, attracting a diverse audience. Major franchises like Marvel Cinematic Universe and Fast and Furious dominated the box office, showcasing the global appeal of these films. Next is expansion of cinematic infrastructure. In 2010, Malaysia had a limited number of cinemas, mostly concentrated in the urban areas. However, recognizing the potential of the movie industry, significant efforts were made to expand cinematic infrastructure in the subsequent years. By 2020, multiplexes had sprung up across the country, making movies more accessible to a wider audience. The expansion of mall and shopping complexes further facilitated the growth of cinema chains, offering a broader range of movie choices. The last one is content diversity and international recognition. In 2010, local Malaysian film focused on traditional genres such as romance, comedy, and horror. However, as the industry evolved, there was a notable shift towards producing more diverse and culturally representative content. In 2020, filmmakers began exploring social issues, historical events, and regional narrative. This evolution resulted in greater international recognition for Malaysian cinema, with films like Ola Bola and The Garden of Evening Mist gaining critical acclaim and receiving nominations at prestigious film festivals.
The 1990s, Malaysian films showcased the country's multiculturalism, fostering understanding among different groups. They also provide opportunities for young people and help them grow in the industry. In the 21st century, the Malaysian films industry faced challenges from Hollywood and other Asian industries, but gained attention from both local and international audience. Malaysian films start addressing social issues like poverty, ethnicity, and religion. Sparking important discussions, these films influence public opinion, leading to social change and policy improvements. 1910s were important for the Malaysian films industry, with advancement in technology and creativity. Malaysian films gained international recognition and won awards at major festivals. By showcasing Malaysia's culture and landscapes, this movie attracted global audience and boosted tourism. They also provide a platform for aspiring filmmakers and actors, supporting the growth of local talent. The 2020s brought unprecedented challenges due to the global pandemic. However, Malaysian films adapted by using innovative distribution methods and addressing social issues. They provide entertainment and address social matters during difficult times.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Ismail bin Slamat. Today, I would like to present about movie industry in Malaysia from 1990 to 2020. Firstly, in 1990, Malaysia has several local film production with limited popularity. In 2000, the emergence of several local directors and talents who gain recognition in the film industry. Increased awareness of importance of supporting and promoting Malaysian films. In 2010, the local film industry is experiencing rapid growth with an increasing number of production. 2020, the local film industry is becoming more mature and known internationally. Malaysian film gain recognition at international film festival and receive awards.
First, increase international collaboration. Malaysian filmmakers will likely collaborate with foreign studios and production companies as the film industry globalizes. This has the potential to pave the way for collaboration, partnerships, and the employment of Malaysian artists in global productions. A greater international profile for Malaysian films could be achieved through such partnerships. Second, technological advancement and virtual experience. New technologies may enter the film business as technology advances. VR and AR could allow audience to interact with films in new ways. Visual effect and CGI technologies may help Malaysian filmmakers realize their ambitions. Third, diversification of content and storytelling. Malaysian cinema will become more diverse as it embraces its multicultural identity. Filmmakers may investigate societal issues, cultural history, and ethnic group experience. This could lead to more inclusive storytelling for local and worldwide audience. Last, greater support for independent and alternative cinema. Malaysian independent and alternative cinema may grow even while the mainstream film industry thrives. Due to filmmaking equipment democratization and online distribution methods, independent filmmakers and content creators may have additional opportunity to promote their works. Malaysian cinema may gain new voice.
In conclusion, the movie industry in Malaysia has undergone significant changes and development since its inception in 1933. Besides producing local films in Malay, Mandarin, Cantonese, Tamil, and indigenous language, the industry has expanded to include English films and co-production with foreign countries. The industry has also faced various challenges and opportunities in the era of globalization. The movie industry in Malaysia has evolved from a small-scale operation to a vibrant and dynamic sector that reflects the diversity and creativity of Malaysian society. The industry has also demonstrated its potential and achievement in producing quality films that showcase Malaysia's stories, talents, and values.